Referee whistle to the lips, the bell dings and the two heavyweights come striding out of the corner. Billy Clifford just rolls it to the left-hand side for Joe Ostler. Newton will help it forward up to Jason Pryor, who lets it bounce, and O'Neill can clear away, and Omari Sterling-James looks forward early to Dominic Polion, who's just trying to hold off Joe Ostler, but Billy Clifford's able to come back and cover for Havant and Waterlooville and send it all the way back to Ross Warner in that Hawks goal. Fine fettle recently for Havant and Waterlooville, bringing it up the right-hand side into Billy Clifford. He tries the first-time ball round the corner to Mo Farr, but Bingham spun on it for the Fleet on halfway. He's got Polion with him, just shakes off Jake McCarthy, left of centre, still going, out to the left-hand side, Cundall joining in, looking for a cross, and it's blocked by Josh Passley, out behind, early Ebbsfleet corner. Certainly performed okay for Havant and Waterlooville as Warner gives it away to Bingham though. Bingham breaking into Havant and Waterlooville territory, looking for Polion, might find Tanner. Tanner spins, shoots and fires over the bar. The second time in quick succession that Havant and Waterlooville have gifted possession to the Fleet playing out from the back, and they were very almost punished there. That time it was Tanner. Mark Cousins looking for a long diagonal to Omari Sterling-James. Newton's missed it, and now Ebbsfleet have numbers forward. That could be a costly misjudgment from Newton. Sterling-James breaking into penalty area, right of centre, still going, forces a shot towards Warner's goal, bounces harmlessly wide. Havant and Waterlooville goal kick. And once more, Jake McCarthy and Ostler have to be really aware, and I bring the same point up again, Adam, of the wind when those long balls come off the boot of the centre-backs or the goalkeeper for Ebbsfleet. Here's a ball from Billy Clifford though to Pryor, one-on-one with Cousins. Cousins out to meet it and scoop it up. They'll need to keep an eye on. Here's Mark Cousins, way out his goal for the Fleet, looking for a driven ball out to the left-hand side. Newton heads it away, and Cousins is miles from the Fleet goal. Roberts driving into opposition territory, still going. James Roberts lining up a shot from range, dribble towards the near post of Mark Cousins, and it wasn't his best effort out behind. I think the time to shoot was about 30 seconds prior, Adam. By far his best performance, in my opinion, coming off the bench against one of the league's best sides. And you can hope for the same today. Jake McCarthy up to Mo Farr, back to McCarthy, breaking into penalty area. McCarthy, low-driven cross into the hands of Cousins, who got there before Jason Pryor. Outswinging delivery towards the back post, headed back across goal, but over the bar and behind for a Cousins goal kick. Another good delivery from Billy Clifford though. Interception by foul. Clifford tries the reverse ball to Burnett. Burnett hits it and it skims along the turf and wide of Mark Cousins' goal. Never tested the Fleet goalkeeper in the end. An outswinger off the boot of Billy Clifford coming up. In it goes from Clifford towards the head of Ostler, flicked on and just flicked past the post. First contact was made by Joe Ostler, who headed past the post from close range to unlock the door, but Oscar Goburn's been spun on the ball by Bon Louis, and now a counter-attack for the Fleet up the left-hand side. Red shirts getting forward. One of them's O'Neill, the right back, up to Bingham, 18 yards from goal. Bingham crossed towards the hands of Ross Warner, who drops to the turf and scoops it up to his chest. Still 0-0, end-to-end stuff, Adam. Warner volleys away. Up towards the final third. Pryor helps it into foul. Foul back to goal. Turns his man, goes down. Surely a penalty for Havant and Waterlooville. The referee waves it away. A striking decision. Foul just turned John Batty, who surely tripped the forward up. And the referee was disinterested. Now, I'm not sure, Adam. No benefits of monitors here, but that certainly looked like the Hawks had a very strong case. To Joe Ostler, all the way back to Ross Warner. Kicking with the wind this half as he dinks it long towards James Roberts. Roberts has helped it into the path of Jason Pryor, forced towards the touchline, does find Billy Clifford. Newton's towed it back to James Roberts, edge of the penalty area, space for Oscar Goburn to shoot, drag past the post, but not without a deflection. McCarthy doing his normal trick this season of scoring a hatful of goals in the opening 10 games or so, and then on a bit of a drought of late. Driven out to the right wing where the Fleet have space through Kieran Monlouis. Omari Sterling-James making a run ahead of him. Into Omari Sterling-James, right edge of the penalty area. Driven across goal and just out of reach of Dominic Polion, who had a tap in if that was in his path. Because a long ball forward from Warner finds Roberts in the area. He's going to hit it first time and drive it on his laces over the bar. Ebbsfleet bringing it out from the back. Polion wrestling with Ostler. Polion back to his feet. McCarthy will have to stop Polion's path to goal. He's going to lob Warner, and it's just lifted over the bar. Dominic Polion wrestling with Joe Osler. Referee decided they were both fouling each other, so let the ball run through to Dominic Polion. He was quickest back to his feet, sprinted onto it, tried to lob Warner, over the bar it went. And Ebbsfleet will just take a goal kick instead through Mark Cousins, and I have to say that one looked less of a foul than the first one. Here's Polion. One-on-one with Joe Newton, right-hand side. It's gone from end to end. Dominic Polion looking for a shot, driven it past the post, and it skimmed Ross Warner's left-hand post on the way through. Here's Luke O'Neill stepping round Danny Wright, driving towards Hamilton Waterlooville's final third. Bingham holds it up, lays it off to Cundall, joining in on the left wing. Cundall cutting in, shooting, saved by Warner, might drop to Polion, but palmed away. Out to Sterling James, still on the right, looking for a cross. The Fleet looking for a late winner. Sterling, across the near post it goes, McCarthy stabs it away. In fact, it was Joe Osler that sends it behind. Corner kick coming up, Ebbsfleet. Two really good chances in quick succession. Clifford's taken out swinger from the right. In it goes towards the near post. Jumping is Joe Osler, and Osler heads just past the post, and the skipper really should have tested Mark Cousins. The reaction from Jamie Collins says it all. The jump was perfect, the contact was exceptional, but the placement of the ball was about a yard wide of the right post. Only Solly waits back for the Fleet. Left arm goes up in the air from Craig Tanner. Two in the Hawks wall, it's Roberts and Clifford, but no doubt this will be a cross from Tanner in this position. It's off the boot of Tanner towards the back post. Good looking ball towards Hollis. Not cleared properly. Bingham fires into the back of the net, and Ebbsfleet have a winner with 3 minutes left to go in normal time. The 87th minute, and it's Rakesh Bingham who's hammered a left-footed shot past Ross Warner at the second attempt by my watch, but the referee thinks that is that. Full time whistle going at the Draper Tools Community Stadium.